Alright everyone, how are you doing? The other day, on Sunday, West Ham 2, Man United 1 in the Premier League. We got Ten Hag the sack. You love to see it. Well, seeing Ten Hag get the sack was actually quite a sad day for football. All the good times, the 3 times we beat them at home especially, I will remember forever. Absolutely brilliant, but unfortunately Ten Hag is gone. But this video is not about Ten Hag. This video is actually about Daniel William John Ings. Because I'm not taking the piss here.
You know, let's not take the piss here.
He should actually be starting for West Ham. And I do genuinely mean this, as the other day we had a starting 11 like this. It was actually very changed up from our 4-1 defeat away at Spurs. It was like this, right? Fabianski, Emerson, Wan-Bissaka, Kilman and Mavropanos. A midfield 3 of Carlos Soler, Guido Rodriguez and Edson Alvarez, meaning no Thomas Souček. Off the left, we didn't have Somerville after Kudus' red card. We had Paqueta off the left, Bowen off the right and Antonio up top. Now in the first half, I'll be honest with you, we were pretty dreadful, right? You know, in that first half, it was only 0-0. Dalot definitely should have scored. They should have scored a couple of other chances as well. So we should have probably been 2 or 3-0 down. And luckily we weren't. It was still 0-0. But in the second half, Lopetegui made 3 changes. Not Danny Ings yet. He was the secret weapon who was going to come on later. But the 3 changes that he made was to bring on Thomas Souček for a kind of struggling Carlos Soler. Took off Paqueta as well, who wasn't having a good game whatsoever, for Crescencio Somerville. And then took off a kind of injured Mavropanos to put on Todibo. I think Todibo wasn't properly dropped. It was more due to a fitness test. But still, Todibo needed to play that game and ended up coming on in the second half. And as a result, we were creating a lot more chances. We were really getting into Man United, but we hadn't scored yet. And it proved that Lopetegui had one more substitution up his sleeve. And that man was Danny Foggin Ings. Of course it was. Around the 72nd minute, Danny Ings came on for Antonio. And what did he do within 2 minutes of coming on? That's right, he got an assist for Crescencio Somerville's first West Ham goal. Absolutely buzzing, really wanted him to score. And it was great that he scored in an important game like Man United at home, where really we did need a win. And it was at the end of the day. El Sakiko, where the manager who loses would be under immense pressure. Even Lopetegui, who's only had his job since the summer. But Somerville scored, Casemiro scored for Man United, got 1-0. But towards the end of the game, Danny Ings won us a penalty. A controversial penalty. Some are saying, honestly, cry me a river, couldn't care less. We won a penalty, we scored the penalty, and we won the game 2-1. Thank you very much, Danny Ings, who really did more in the 20 minutes, or should I say half an hour, because the referee added on 12 minutes of stoppage time, hoping United would score. They didn't, because they're shit, but he added on loads of added time, waiting for them to score. And Danny Ings, in that kind of half an hour that he played, did so much better than Antonio in the first 60. So we came away from the London Stadium with 3 beautiful points off of Erik Ten Hag for the 3rd year in a row. Thank you very much, Eric. You will be missed. But there is something else that I took away from the game. And I'm not trying to discredit Antonio at all. I do quite like Antonio, not so much as a player now. I think he is getting quite old and he always seems quite clunky on the ball. And yes, he is known to score a few each season, but we've been crying out for a striker for years. And the striker that we've bought, Nicholas Füllkrug, let's face it, he's been injured and he didn't even look that good when he did have that couple of games at the start of the season in the Carabao Cup and a couple in the Premier League. But, you know, Danny Ings, every time he comes on, he impresses me. I went away to Fulham. He scored a 95th minute equaliser. He's a goal scorer. I don't know what people need more to understand. Jarrod Bowen is not a striker. He's definitely better off the right wing. He's a brilliant player. I'm so happy that he's the captain. But he's not a striker. And someone that can finish chances is Danny Foggin Ings. And I'm not even taking the piss. So away at Forest on Saturday, I will be going. There will be a matchday vlog, so look out for that one on Saturday. I really hope that Danny Ings starts. I really hope he does. And if he doesn't score, then he doesn't score. But at least he's changing the system, and he showed that on Sunday as well. Changing the goalkeeper. That was quite a strong move, I thought. I thought changing Areola, and he's not injured, putting him on the bench, putting on Fabianski, I thought that was a very bold move. And to be honest with you, it paid off. So I'm happy that Lopetegui gambled and he won. But this time, I want him to actually change the striker. And I want him to change it to Danny Ings, who hasn't had that busy of a week since Sunday, as he wasn't present in France for the Ballon d'Or ceremony, of course. I'm only joking. Danny Ings was not nominated for the Ballon d'Or. It's a robbery, I know. People crying about Vinicius Jr. being robbed. Yeah, whatever. Here are some of the comments on Instagram on the Guido Rodriguez's post thinking that he's Rodri. Oh my God. These Real Madrid fans, man. These Real Madrid fans. They're just NPCs at this point. How can you get Rodri mixed up with Guido Rodriguez. One is some random midfielder and the other one is Guido Rodriguez. Come on, get your head in the game. And although, as I say, Danny Ings is not quite a Ballon d'Or worthy striker, he is definitely a striker that can finish chances. And that is the job of a striker. And that is something that we have been crying out for years and years and years. So whether it's temporary until Nicholas Füllkrug is back, because really he hasn't been given that big of a chance and he has been injured for a very long time, I hope that Danny Ings does get a few run of games, hopefully starting away to Forest on Saturday. We'll see what happens. If you did enjoy this little video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, at the City Ground, Forest away. Come on, you Lions. Absolutely massive. And hopefully next year is Danny Ings' year at the Ballon d'Or. Bosh.